All right. Good Monday morning and happy Martin Luther King Day to all of you out there in 12U Attanucci land. And a big yabba dabba doo sports fans here for this semifinal game between your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite 12U girls Attanucci and this Krivo team from Colorado. We played them on another sheet at this same facility yesterday morning to a 4-2 win for the Pens in a game that saw a number of girls spend some time on the ice. So hopefully we're not going to repeat that today. But here we are, bright and early on a holiday Monday for this game. Semifinal game in the Mrs. Hockey Invite here in Coral Springs, Florida. So we've got 2 minutes on the warm-up clock. We will pick them up, put them away, get this game underway. I am going to go on mute until the game starts. I will tell you I got a copyright notice overnight last night from YouTube, so our EYHA game is unavailable to all of our fans in Russia due to a copyright violation for some of the music. So not sure we have a lot of Russian fans, but just in case we do, you won't be able to see that game until I get the copyright issues fixed. So sorry to all of our Russian fans, you won't be able to see the replay from yesterday, but I'll fix it later. Worst case when I get back to Pittsburgh. So with 1:26 to go on the warm-up clock, the Pens Elite faithful are streaming in. They're unable to sit in the bar today, so they have to come to the real rink. The bar's not open, so they're going to be in the cold rink with the rest of us as we're going to get this game underway in about 1:15. I'll be back with you then. We'll wish good luck to Colton Blinka today. Understand they're playing in the championship game too later this morning out in Philadelphia. So Colton, if you and your mom are watching, good luck to you later today. Bring home a winner. All right, the girls are picking them up, putting them away. You got Clardy and Stevens doing their traditional pregame passing. We've got the girls doing their pregame huddle here around the net. Following the rotation, this should be goaltender Barber's game. But we'll see who Coach Attanucci puts between the pipes in just a minute. This Krivo team's been doing some traveling. I was talking to one of their parents. They were at Silver Sticks in Sarnia last weekend up in Ontario. Now they're here in Florida, so they've taken 2 long weekend trips in a row. Not saying fatigue could be a factor, but you never know. Of course, it could be for all girls too. This is game number 6 of the weekend. As the girls get some final instruction from Coach Attanucci. Talking to the girls, he was very animated in the locker room yesterday after that EYHA win. That's his first game coaching against EYHA this season. And here they come. Goaltender Barber takes the long skate to my left as Stevens comes out with Gaffney and I'd have to say Scarlatelli. Haven't seen a number. Yes, Gaffney and Scarlatelli with Blinka and Bukovic. Stevens taking a lap to warm up the wheels here this morning. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of yesterday where she has a friendly fire incident with one of her teammates, but we'll see. Krivo getting some last minute instruction from their coach here on the bench below to my right. We expect them to skate out momentarily for this game. We've got 13-minute periods, 3 of them, to decide who moves on for the right to take home a medal from this tournament here in Florida. And here comes the Krivo team. Stripes steps out. Going to check with attendees, check with the timekeepers. And we're going to get this game underway. There we go. Krivo wins that draw back. They take it down the far wall, far corner. And behind the net, reverse direction up the wall. Stevens cuts that off. She can't contain it. Here comes Krivo the other way. Bukovic back one-on-one. Bukovic falls down. Breakaway. And they beat Barber low left. Not sure she even saw it. There was no reaction. And they beat Barber low left on the blocker side. And we're 18 seconds in, down by 1. As Bukovic fell down and created a breakaway opportunity for Krivo. And I can tell you, if history's any guide, our girls do not react well to going down early. So we'll see if they can muscle up the fortitude here to come back. Claherty gains his own, spinning, turning, near circle, looking for a pass, can't find one, dumps it low to Mrazek. Mrazek throws it on net, knocked down by Krivo, back to the point. McVeigh has it there. She's going to throw it on net. Knocked down by Krivo again. Zivkovic cheats in. They chip it by her. Mrazek's going to hustle over there and pick that up. Send it back to McVeigh. McVeigh has it top of the defensive zone. Ahead to Claherty. Claherty dancing down the near wall. Coming into the near circle. Angling in front of the net. Loses the puck. Puck on the near side of the net now. Krivo with it behind the net. They come up the near side. Far side, rather. As Dixon takes it off of them. Sends it in, but Claherty was offsides. We'll go to the far dot with 11:59 to go in the first period. Stevens, Warner, Shannon, Betzler, and Blinka out here for the Pens for this draw in neutral ice. As Stripes goes and talks to the timekeeper about something. And now we're going to get underway here. Stevens draws it back to Shannon. Krivo takes it away. And they send it back the other way into our zone, defensive zone. As Betzler's going to chase it down, take it behind the net. He's going to bring it up that far wall, past Warner. Krivo holds the point. They send it in. It bounces behind the net. And Blinka's going to battle for it there. Stevens tips it to Shannon. Shannon coming up the near wall with Stevens trailing. Shannon sends it over to Warner, too far. She shoves it in deep. Stevens is open in the circle, but Warner can't get a handle on it. Shannon gets a handle on it and sends it back behind the net. Over to the far wall. We're going to chip it by Blinka. And Betzler's going to chase that down, but not before we get an icing. And we're going to bring the puck all the way back down here. And we'll get a wholesale change as Claherty comes out with Gaffney and Scarlatelli. McVeigh and Bukovic back. As Claherty's going to step in and take this draw. She takes it, draws it over in the direction of Scarlatelli. Back to the point to Bukovic. Bukovic chops at it. Claherty with the puck up near the point. Loses it, they poke it out, McVeigh picks it up. McVeigh across to Bukovic. Bukovic dumps it in. Krivo picks it up top of their zone, sends it back to neutral ice. Bukovic across for Claherty, who overskated it a little and had to play catch-up as she gets knocked down going up the wall. And they go in behind the net. Gaffney battles with a Krivo player there. Player skates around Claherty, and here she comes up the near side. Cross-ice pass. Bukovic and McVeigh back. Another pass. Bukovic breaks that up, and here they come the other way. They got an odd man rush if they hurry. Bukovic with Claherty to her right. Bukovic skating. Shot blocked by Krivo. They take it up the far wall. Scarlatelli chips in, sends a player over to the near wall. Player falls down. Scarlatelli can't react quick enough. At this point in the tournament, the edges are getting a little soft. If you haven't sharpened your skates, you may know it in this game. Gaffney sends it in deeper. Krivo up the far wall. Game looks like it's in slow motion right now. They come up the far wall. Bukovic pushes that player to the corner. Scarlatelli cuts it off, and it ends up under goaltender Barber, and we're going to get a stoppage and go to the far circle as we get another change for the Pens. Dixon, Mrazek, Stevens, Zivkovic, and Betzler. 17 of you watching early on a holiday. I appreciate it. Stevens steps in for this draw in the far circle. Zivkovic comes out of there with it, throws it back to the point, no one there, and it comes out of the zone here as Stevens chips it ahead. Dixon battles below me. Stevens gets a tip on it, goes back to Betzler. Betzler across to Zivkovic. Zivkovic can't clear. This time she does clear. And it's going to drift back to neutral ice where Krivo's going to chip it ahead. Stevens picks it up. Here comes Stevens up the far side. Find her some room. She loses the puck. Back to Stevens. Stevens looking for some room. Looking to tee it up. Here comes Stevens. Blocker shot, far side. Zivkovic throws it in towards the net. Krivo cuts that off. Mrazek knocks it down. Nice play. Into the near corner. She throws it into the goal mouth. Dixon can't get a stick on it. And that puck's going to get covered by the goaltender. We're going to get a draw in what should be. And they're going to go to the far circle. No, it's the near circle. That's what I thought. Should be the near circle. So we're going to come to the near circle. Clardy, Shannon, Warner, Bukovic, and Blinka. As Clardy's going to step in and take this draw in the near circle in our offensive zone. Clardy can't get that one as Krivo puts it into the corner. Back to Bukovic. She loses it, and here comes a breakaway unless Blinka hurries. Player gets around Blinka. Blinka, nice job getting back into the play. Pushing that player, backhand, knocked down by Barber. In behind the net now. Up to the point. Cut off by Warner. Warner has Shannon and Clardy ahead. 3-on-3. Warner gains the zone, shoots. Bouncing puck over to the far corner. Warner chases it down. Tried to center, nobody there. Krivo picks it up, takes it behind their own net. 8:30 to go. Here they come up the near side. Bukovic and Blinka back. Pass behind Blinka. She's going to turn. They're going to get a shot off, miss near side. Puck in the corner. They're going to battle for it there as Clardy beats and bangs on a Krivo player a little bit there, and Bukovic battles behind the net now. Blinka picks it up. She takes it around to the far wall. Up ahead to Warner. It's in her feet. Warner gets tripped, no call. Bukovic picks it up. Bukovic sends it through the zone, and that's going to be an icing. But it took the heat out of the kitchen, and we'll get a change. As Stevens, Gaffney, and Scarlatelli come out with Zivkovic and McVeigh for a defensive zone faceoff to Barber's right, your left on the screen. As some of Sean's 12U start to file in to watch this game. They're playing shortly. We've got McVeigh and Stevens battling in the corner. Puck across the goal mouth. Zivkovic cuts it off. In behind the net. She sends it ahead to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli up the near wall. Can't maintain the puck. Krivo put it in, and they're going to be offsides. So we'll get another face-off on the far dot in front of the All-Star sign. All-Star game here in a couple of weeks at the Panthers facility. Stevens with the draw. Krivo wins it back. They push it across. They gain the zone up the near wall, goes into McVeigh's feet. McVeigh's going to turn, throw it up the wall. Can't get it past the point player. Stevens knocked that down with her hand. And here comes Gaffney. Gaffney over to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli up the far side. Got Stevens trailing. Didn't see her for the drop pass. Stevens couldn't pick that one up. Zivkovic holds the point. Sends it down to Stevens. Stevens centers. Scarlatelli can't get a stick on it. Krivo picks it up and comes the other way. They turn it over. Gaffney. Gaffney turns it back over. And Krivo puts it in down the near side as Scarlatelli falls down. This time it's going to come to McVeigh. McVeigh throws it off of a Krivo player. They come back to center ice. They throw it in where Stevens picks it up. Actually, no, McVeigh. McVeigh sends it back to center ice for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli with Dixon. Scarlatelli gets stood up at the blue line. Stevens is going to pick it up at the red line. Stevens turns over to Betzler. Betzler puts it ahead down the near wall as Stevens goes to the bench. Mrazek jumps out. They battle for it there. Betzler chips it in. Now Mrazek chips it deeper towards the net. Krivo goalie leaves it for a defensive player, and they're going to bring it up the far wall. They send it by everybody, arm up, and that will be an icing. So we'll come back down here, go to the far circle. To the right of the Krivo tender, left on the screen. As Clardy's going to step in with Dixon and Mrazek, Betzler, and Blinka back on D for this offensive zone face-off. See if Clardy can draw it back and get a shot for one of the point players. As Stripes waits for the puck, he has it now, and here we go. Tina imploring Elena to skate faster. Krivo comes up the far wall. They turn it over. Elena turns and picks it up. She gets a shot blocked by a Krivo player, picks it back up again. Up to Betzler this time. Betzler throws a puck. Goalie sends that to the far corner. Claherty battles on the wall. Claherty kicks at it. She comes out of there with it. She can't control it. It goes into the corner. Krivo turns. They're coming up the near wall. Now they come into the center. Blinka's going to have to push that player around Blinka. Mrazek needs to catch up. Backhand high off the top of the net into the near corner. Now Claherty. Claherty up the wall. Claherty gets separated from the puck, falls down. Puck in behind the net now. Dixon picks it up there. Dixon turns, tries to throw it towards the net, blocked by a Krivo player. They continue to battle there as Bukovic steps up, loses the puck. Claherty can't hold it, and she brings it out, and that will be offsides. Lots of stick slamming from Merlia. She is clearly frustrated this morning. So this face-off will be on the dot just outside the zone. Stevens, Warner, Shannon, McVeigh, and Bukovic. As Stevens steps in to take this draw. Krivo wins that one back. Bukovic is going to pick it up neutralized. She's going to have to retreat to the top of our defensive zone. She's going to bring it ahead to Shannon. Shannon's going to try to put it out. Nope, she's not. She's going to keep it. She's going to dump it into that far corner. Warner's going to have to go do some work. She overskates it, and Krivo brings it up the wall. Krivo puts it past Stevens to Bukovic. Bukovic puts it in front. Here's Warner. Warner with a shot. Thought I heard a whistle, but I didn't. We've got the puck in behind the net now. Stevens knocks it down with a stick. That's a high. No, he said no. Shot from Stevens, high over the net. Into the corner, around behind. All the way around, odd bounce. As Bukovic tried to jump in and pick it up, couldn't. Oh, they get by McVeigh. It's another breakaway as Bukovic hurries. They're going to knock the girl down. There's no call there. I'm not sure how, but there's no call as one of the Krivo players ended up into Teddy Barber, and Stevens is down. I didn't see the hit. What happened? So Stevens is down, Michael out. Not sure what's going on there. She's crying again. We'll have to wait for an update there.
Maybe a stick to the...
Suit. Huh? So we're going to go to the far circle for a face-off. Claherty. Krivo shot from the point, knocked down, in behind the net. Scarlatelli around Gaffney, who fell down. Scarlatelli across to Claherty. Claherty over to Scarlatelli, backhand, goes through the goal mouth as Claherty gets tackled. Scarlatelli drops it for Zivkovic. Betzler throws it through the goal mouth over to the far side. Comes back to the point, Zivkovic. Zivkovic dumps it into the near corner. Claherty battling there. Krivo reverses it. It's a foot race. Betzler's going to win. Betzler comes out of the corner with it. Now they're going to battle there. And it's going to come up the near wall. Sorry, I'm a little distracted trying to get an update on Stevens. Watching down to the bench as they continue to tend to her. She's up. She looks all right, but it's, she comes off the ice crying, and I get a little frazzled as I look for an update. Krivo brings it back in front of their own net in the near circle as Stevens back on the ice now. Sometimes this serves to piss her off when she gets hurt, so we know what happens when that happens. And Krivo's going to bring it down the far side. They're going to dump it into the behind the net where Scarlatelli's going to send it ahead. Gaffney to the point, not out. Stevens tried to knock that one down, couldn't, and here she comes. She puts it ahead, can't get it to Gaffney. She pokes it ahead further. Krivo picks it up with 2:25 to go. They turn. They turn, they go around her, and they dump it back to Bukovic. Bukovic picks it up, sends it deeper. Krivo picks it up, sends it back the other way. Bukovic brings it around the back of the net. Stevens wants it. Instead, she goes to Dixon. She can't get it there. Krivo dumps it in, but they're going to be offsides. So we will go to the far dot in front of the All-Star logo for a draw here. Coach Zivkovic giving Stevens some instruction. 2:03 to go. First period, 1-0 Krivo. Stevens steps in for this draw. She wins it back. Or Krivo wins it back, rather. They battle along the wall. Referee imploring them to move it. Blinka sends it into the center of the ice, and they send it back. She picks it up. She's going to skate it up the near wall. You hear Mrazek yelling, I got you, and there's a hit here. And we're going to bring it back to center ice. I guess that was an offsides. Claherty, Shannon, Warner, Bukovic, and Blinka. Claherty steps in now for this draw, center ice, 1:47 to go first period. She wins it back to Blinka. Blinka pushes it over to Warner. Warner tried to put it through to Claherty, couldn't. Krivo dumps it back into their offensive zone. Bukovic has it, deep, sends it up to Warner, can't get it out. Warner can't pick it up. Krivo sends it in deep. Bukovic sends it again, can't get it out. Bukovic battling in the corner. Now Warner picks it up. Shannon's going to skate over. Shannon gets it out. It comes back to center ice. We're going to have to chase it down. They chase it down in that corner, and now we've got no point as we were changing. And they chip it by Blinka. Claherty covers her back as they dump it in behind the net with 1:07 to go. Zivkovic sends it up the far side. She's going to dump it, and we're going to get an icing with 55.3 to go. We get a change here as Stevens will come out with Scarlatelli and Gaffney. Zivkovic and McVeigh stay on D. We'll go to that far circle. Kylie, I don't know if you're up watching, but we need some of your energy, honey. Girls are a little slow right now, so send some good wishes our way if you can. As Krivo wins that faceoff back to the circle. High shot over the net. Puck in behind the net now. They center it. Zivkovic knocks it down on the doorstep, and here comes Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli loses it at the point. Krivo player turns. McVeigh pushes her to the corner. She centers. It goes through everybody. They pick it up far circle. Turn, shot. Goaltender Barber catches that. And the momentum of the shot knocks Barber over. But she kept it out of the net. 32.2 to go. We're going to get another face-off in that far circle. So again, Kylie, if you're up, we need some good wishes, honey. They need some energy. Getting a little flat. Game 6. Krivo gets it at the point. They shoot. Bouncing puck. Barber knocks that behind the net. Scarlatelli picks it up with 24 ticks to go. She cuts in front of the net. She's going to come up the far side. She's still skating. 2 players to beat. She loses the puck. Gaffney couldn't pick it up there either as it was loose in front. Back to the point. McVeigh's going to throw it towards the net. Scarlatelli can't get a stick on it. Puck loose. Gaffney picks it up, throws it in front. Stevens didn't get a stick down. And that'll do it for the first period. So we played one. And on an early goal by Krivo that I'd never put on the board, they scored in the first 18 seconds of the game. It's been 1-0 Krivo the whole period as they picked that goal up early. Apologies for not putting it on the board. And that's one done, and I'll be back for number 2. All right, Stripes is checking with attendees, and we're going to get period number 2 underway. Claherty, Mrazek, and Dixon with Betzler and Blinka out. So Krivo sends this face-off over to the to the near wall here on the red line. Dixon falls down. Krivo picks it up back top of their defensive zone. D-to-D pass. Mrazek can't get a stick on that one as Claherty's going to pick it up at the blue line. She's going to regroup skate. Now she's going to take it all the way behind the net. Krivo's a good pressure team, so more distance wasn't necessarily our friend here. As Claherty picks it up, comes down the far side, skates around a couple of players, falls down, loses the puck. And puck in behind the net now. As Mrazek falls down. Puck's loose, Dixon picks it up. Dixon 1-on-4 here with Claherty streaking. She sends it over to her, she loses the puck. And they're going to send it back out at the point. And Blinka's going to have to regroup with Betzler. Blinka fanned on it. Got it up to Dixon at least, and Krivo's going to take that the other way. As they come around a few players over to the far circle, they're going to get a shot off there. Puck loose, and goaltender Barber dropped the rebound on the doorstep, and they poked it in to a wide open right side of the net. It hit her glove, she couldn't squeeze it. It fell down in the crease, and they poked it in an empty net. So it's now 2-0 in this semifinal game. As that puck fell out of the glove onto the doorstep, and they took advantage of it. So with 11:54 to go, second period, we're now down 2-0 as Stevens steps in. Krivo brings it up the near wall. Bukovic skates up, chips it back the other way. Krivo picks it up top of the defensive zone. They chip it forward. McVeigh throws it, can't get it out. Krivo holds. They come into the center of the zone. Bukovic chips it, can't get it out. Between the circles, Barber got that one in the glove and held it that time. So there was no rebound that time, and we're going to go to the far circle for a draw. Barber's right, you're left on the screen. Stevens will step in for this one. Comes right across the goal mouth. Barber hits it with the paddle. Warner up the near wall. Warner loses the puck. She gets it across to Stevens, picks it back up off Stevens' skate. Here comes Warner. Warner into the zone on the far side. Warner falls down. Shannon picks up the puck. Shannon tried to put it to Stevens, couldn't. Krivo sends it to the wall. Stevens knocks it down. Stevens puts it over to Warner. Warner in position for a shot. Gets a quick one off, misses near side. Into the corner. Puck dribbling through the zone, and Krivo's going to pick it up and come the other way. She's going to chip it down the far wall into the corner where McVeigh's going to chase it down behind the net. McVeigh weakly up the far wall, and Krivo cuts it off at the half wall. Stevens knocked that down, and here she comes. Stevens tries to chip it around one player. She gets it around that player. She falls down. She's on her knees, gets back up, throws it to the net. Down again into the corner. Puck loose in front. Warner can't pull the trigger. Shannon gets a shot saved by the goalie. Stevens back up in the play now as Shannon knocks a girl down behind the net. They're battling back there. Bukovic has to retreat. As they come up the far side, shoot, miss behind the net. This time it's going to be Bukovic picking it up. We got to change out. Krivo picked it right off Bukovic's stick. They backhanded in front. McVeigh's going to chase it to the far wall. She's going to chip it up that wall, but not out. This time it comes out as Scarlatelli pushes the player and the puck out. We're going to get a whistle for an offsides. All right, 10, I saw your message. Kylie had a snow makeup day at school today, but you're keeping her updated via text, which I appreciate. We need some good energy. These girls look tired. Down 2 early in the second as Betzler picks it up to neutral ice. Betzler skates it ahead, loses it to a Krivo player. They chop it ahead. Down the far wall into the corner. Claherty's going to chase it down there. And she comes around behind the net. She's going to skate it. Gaffney was there. She's going to skate by her. She's got Scarlatelli, was open on her left wing, didn't see her. She goes into the corner, loses the puck, picks it back up, over skates, kicks at it. Scarlatelli picks it up there. Tried to center, couldn't. Krivo took it off of her. Zivkovic retreats. Player gets around Zivkovic, gets around Betzler, Gets a shot off. Barber with the save. Dropped it on the side of the net where Betzler picks it up. Betzler coming back the other way. Betzler up ahead to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli, near side, dumps it behind the net. 9 minutes to go. Claherty battling for it there. Comes out of their wall with it momentarily anyway. Now she comes out of there with it. She can't get a shot off. Zivkovic picks it up. Zivkovic throws it towards the net. Krivo goalie knocks it into the near corner. Scarlatelli up the wall. Zivkovic cheats in and they get by her. And now we've got Betzler back on the foot race by herself as a Krivo player chases her down behind the net. Betzler picks it up there. Turns it over to a Krivo player in the near circle. They throw it on net and goaltender Barber covers that up for a face-off, which should go to the far circle with 8:28 to go in this period. Out comes Stevens with, they're going to leave Mrazek and Dixon out there. Bakovic and Blinka are going to come in. So Stevens will take a defensive zone draw. Krivo pushes it forward. They try to center. It's tied up. Dixon pokes it away. They battle in the corner. Krivo up the wall, past Mrazek. Player has it. She skates in between the circles, turning, spinning, dumping it low. Where Dixon's going to battle with a Krivo player to allow Stevens to come in and throw it around behind stripes into the far corner. Krivo player has it half wall back to the point. They throw it on net. Stevens cuts that off. It could have been a give and go with Mrazek, but she couldn't keep her hands on it. Stevens wants it. Dixon too far. And the hands up. They wave off the icing as Krivo picks up the wall. Stevens going to battle there for it. Krivo has it on the wall. Blinka retreats as Krivo skates it out of the zone. Mrazek trying to catch up, can't. Krivo shoots, blocked by Bakovic. That player goes hard into the wall. And back to the point. They shoot again. It's loose in front. Stevens picks it up. She's got Dixon breaking. She puts it up there to her. Dixon picks it up. She had Mrazek, but she couldn't handle the pass. And Aubrey Blinka pushes it forward to Stevens. Stevens dumps it into the zone, but Dixon was offsides. So we're going to bring this thing back to, looks like center ice for this draw, as Stripes is lined up on the Panthers logo. And we're going to get a draw here. Warner, Claherty, Shannon with McVeigh and Zivkovic. So Claherty's going to step in and take this draw at center ice. 7:18 second period. Krivo puts that forward. Claherty turns, puts a shoulder, and they both fall down. Claherty hit her head. She's going to get up slow. Looks like she hit her head. She immediately grabbed for the back of her head when she went down, and Krivo's going to bring it up the far wall. Going to turn it over there. Zivkovic's going to chip it in deeper. In behind the net now. Claherty skates in. Shannon puts it around back. Claherty can't handle the pass. It was a little bit quick, you might say, as they battle in the corner. Warner comes over for some help. Warner throws it towards the net, misses far side. Goes all the way to the far wall where Krivo's going to pick it up. McVeigh sends it in deeper. It's blocked by a Krivo player. Warner over skates, and this time it comes back. And Krivo seems content to just let her go as they wave off the icing. They're content to dump it away with a 2-goal lead. Make our girls do something. Malia coming up through center ice. Passes it ahead to Shannon. Shannon loses the puck. This Krivo team's very good defensively as they take it in behind the net. Claherty getting tied up, falls down. To the point to Zivkovic. Zivkovic shot blocked. As Stevens jumps on for Claherty. Puck stuck in skates. The Krivo player comes out of there with it. Gets around McVeigh. Backhand, not much on it, behind the net. McVeigh picks it up. Sends it up the wall for Shannon. Shannon can't get it out. McVeigh got it stuck in Stevens' skates. She does get it out, but only momentarily. As Krivo regroups, comes down the near wall. They send it in behind. Skating around the entire zone with it back to the point. At this point, it just feels like they're trying to waste some time. Zivkovic has it, loses it on the doorstep. Puck still loose. Shot. Barber got some equipment on it and trapped it between her and the net. And we'll get another draw. Should be the near circle here in our offensive, or defensive zone rather. With 5:15 to go, second period. So Clahardy will step in, take this one with Scarlatelli and Gaffney. Betzler and Blinka. As they throw it towards the net, and it was one of our defensive players poked it away. Puck still loose, goes to the far side. They missed wide. Betzler battling there. Krivo picks it up, throws it towards the net, goes in behind to the near wall. Krivo player throws it through the goal mouth. Oh, that player couldn't handle it. It was on her stick. And back to the point. And that time it was Blinka that skied it over the net on a tip. And now Blinka will pick it up. She leaves it for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli pokes it out, loses it. Krivo picks it back up, neutralized. Clahardy hurries. She gets there. She can't do anything with it as she slams her stick on the ice again. Clahardy knocked down. Scarlatelli tries to push it out. Can't, and Krivo's going to dump it. And that's going to be an icing. As we're going to come back down here. Stevens, Scarlatelli, and Clahardy are going to come out here, stack it a little on an offensive zone faceoff with Bukovic and McVeigh. Try to get something to happen. We'll see what happens here on this offensive zone faceoff. Krivo wins it. They're going to bring it out. They skate it up the far side. Poke it around McVeigh. Bukovic comes over. Krivo player falls down. Bukovic around the near wall. Scarlatelli collides and falls down. Bukovic picks it up. Bukovic can't get it to Clahardy. Clahardy whacking, battling. Nothing. McVeigh has to wait for Clahardy to clear. She does. Tries to put it over to Scarlatelli. Krivo's just standing him up at the blue line right now. Stevens rips a shot high off the goal, over the goalie. And they're just standing us up at the blue line right now as Stevens gets... Oh, we're finally going to get a call here as that Krivo player knocks Stevens down. So we're finally going to get a call. 3:37 to go. Second period. They're going to put her away for slashing or hooking or for some offense. So we're going to leave Stevens, Scarlatelli, and Clahardy out there with Zivkovic and Betzler. They've been out there a while, but we need them to stay out there in this moment to try to pick up a power play goal. Clahardy surveying. Krivo wins another faceoff. Stevens knocks it down. It's in the corner. Krivo brings it up through the circle. No contest at the point. And they're going to bring it up the far wall, or the near wall, shorthanded, where they're still going to skate with it. Now Clahardy takes it away. Stevens picks it up. Stevens chips it ahead, but Krivo's going to pick it back up. They're going to throw it back the other way. And here they come, 1-on-2, shorthanded. They're going to dump it wisely. Goaltender Barber's going to leave it for Zivkovic. That kills the first 30 seconds of the penalty. They're going to send it up too far for Clahardy. That's going to let them gain the red line and dump it again. She was behind. Oh, no, he said she was on the red line. Looked like she was behind it to me. Either way, Betzler stopped it. Ahead to Stevens. Stevens, the wrong way, turning, throws it on net. And the Krivo goalie sends it to the far wall. And we just don't look very organized on this power play as it gets by Betzler. And that's a minute of the power play gone. Scarlatelli turns. Scarlatelli brings it up the ice. She skates past Clahardy. Clahardy open. Clahardy over to Stevens. It was behind her. Now down to Stevens. Stevens turns, throws it on net. Scarlatelli couldn't get a stick on it as Clahardy continues a battle with one of these Krivo players. 9 seconds to go. Betzler throws it on net, cut off by Krivo. Around Stevens. Around Betzler. She falls down, and they're going to call Betzler for a trip here as Zivkovic picks it up, and they're going to call Betzler for a trip. In, quite frankly, what's going to be one of the most ticky-tack penalties I've seen called here all weekend. They've let significantly more contact go, and they're going to call that as a trip. But welcome to Florida refereeing. Not really sure how that's a trip when Malia literally gets molested every time she has the puck, and they don't call anything. But that's Florida refereeing for you. Dixon steps in shorthanded. And we loaded up that power play, so Got to give our big guns a little bit of a rest here as Krivo knocks it back. They are absolutely content to skate around and waste time at this point, and their puck handling skills are allowing them to do it. Mrazek throws it on net. Dixon can't get her stick down. Mrazek overskates. We're short-handed. We're holding the puck in our offensive zone. As Krivo, oh, here they come. They caught Blinka turned the wrong way. She's going to need to hurry. She gets back in there to make it a little bit difficult, pokes the puck to the end line. Good effort by Aubrey there as the puck comes drifting to the top of the circles. That's going to leave an uncontested shot. They miss near side. Puck loose. Throws it on Barber. She left a rebound, which Dixon cleared to the wall. Puck loose near circle. Uncontested shot high over the net. Over to the far point. They throw it into the center. Bukovic got a handle on it. Blinka blocked that. She's hobbling. Bukovic throws it to the wall to Mrazek. Mrazek can't get her stick on it. She does to the point. Can't clear. Going to get a shot off from there. Gets all the way through. Barber gets some equipment on it. Pokes it behind the net. 55 to go. Dixon airs it. And they're going to put it up, but it's going to die like a punt. Oh, and it's going to trickle over the line. They wave it off. Not really sure why, but they did. And here comes Krivo. One-on-one with Bukovic. Around Bukovic. Backhand. Missed to the far side, 32 seconds. Penalty to Betzler's over. Shot on net. Barber saw that at the last second and deflected it to the near corner. Came from the point. Shannon in behind the net, 20 seconds to go. Shannon up the near wall. Warner wants it. She can't get it there. She waited too long. Krivo turns with 10 seconds to go. Betzler up the near far wall. Betzler chips it in. Can't get it to Warner. She does get it to Warner now. Warner loses the puck as she stands up a Krivo player. And they're going to clear it by McVeigh. And that'll do it for period number 2. Pens will go to the third down. All right, they're going to skate out for the third. Stevens, Scarlatelli, and Claherty. As Zivkovic and McVeigh are going to be back on defense. Looks like we're going to see this three quite a bit in this period, trying to get some goals. It didn't work on the power play. This Krivo team wants it more. You can tell both teams are tired, but the effort is very lopsided right now as Zivkovic turns and dumps it into the near corner. McVeigh throws it up the wall to Krivo at the point. They're going to shoot from there. Stevens catches it and knocks it down. Stevens coming up 3-on-2 with Scarlatelli and Claherty. And Claherty jumped in off sides. So we're going to come back here to this near point, near circle, as Claherty jumped the play and was offsides. So we'll line up and do it again here in the circle just outside our offensive zone. 12:37 to go. Claherty wins it back to McVeigh. McVeigh across to Zivkovic. Zivkovic dumps it into Claherty. Claherty across to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli throws it through the goal mouth. Claherty couldn't get a stick on it. Over to the far wall, back to the point, Zivkovic. Zivkovic throws it in. Scarlatelli couldn't handle it. And this time it gets by Zivkovic at the point. We're going to have to regroup. Zivkovic sends it ahead too far for Stevens. Stevens can't stop it, and here comes Krivo. Krivo kicks, chips it around Zivkovic into the far corner. 12:05 to go in the game. Zivkovic sends it around to the far corner. Clardy tries to get over there, can't. She was held up by a player. Now she will go over there and take it. She loses it behind the net as she falls down, and we're going to get a penalty. So we finally call one on Clardy getting tripped. And we're going to bring it back down here. Hopefully let these girls rest a little bit. They're going to have to stay. Blinka and Betzler are going to come out and relieve the D, but the 3 big O players are going to have to stay. Clardy's working on her shoulder here a little bit. Hopefully this gets them a little rest as they come down the ice. We've got Clardy going to step in and take this draw. So you know what Stevens wants, but Clardy doesn't seem to pull it that way when she wins. So we'll see what happens here. Clardy tries to chip it to Scarlatelli. Does. Scarlatelli back to Betzler. Betzler didn't see Stevens open. Krivo's going to pick it up, dump it back past Betzler. Betzler cross ice for Stevens. Stevens loses it, drags it back in, turns it for Clardy. Clardy for Stevens. Stevens gets around one player, dances, drops it for Clardy. Too many passes. Blinka down to Stevens, didn't get it there. In on the net. Goaltender's going to cover that up. We're going to do it again. So we've got 11:17 to go in this third period and the game, unless we're able to tie it up. So we'll go to that far circle. Clardy, Stevens, Scarlatelli still. They've been out here the whole period. I think they're going to continue as long as we keep getting some breaks. Clardy tries to draw it to Scarlatelli again. Unable. Stevens knocks it down. Unable to keep it. It's in her feet. Krivo chips it. Zivkovic battling, and Krivo knocks it out past her. They chip it in deeper. Clardy's going to have to chase this one down. Zivkovic sends it over to Scarlatelli. He can't chip it by that player. Zivkovic battles again. The Krivo player has it. 27 seconds to go in the penalty. Scarlatelli goes down. Betzler picks it up. Here comes Betzler up the near wall. Betzler ahead to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli loses it coming through center ice. Shoot it over. Here comes Stevens. Stevens through center ice. Stevens loses it coming through center ice. Back to Zivkovic. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Stevens comes off. Clardy comes off. They've been out there for 2.5 minutes. They didn't get anything accomplished out there, unfortunately. Zivkovic skates it in deep. She throws it off the side of the net. It's caught up in the netting. Stripes doesn't see it. They get it off the net. Comes around to the far corner. Scarlatelli's still out there 3 minutes into the shift. She's holding her stick. No call. And here comes Krivo. We're going to get around Zivkovic. It's going to come in on a breakaway with goaltender Barber. Barber didn't raise the blocker on that left side at all, and as they skated around Zivkovic, it was an easy goal high left. And that's 3. The girls have officially run out of gas. They've got nothing left at this point in the game, and it's 3-0. You could just see it. They've run out of gas. Mrazek, Dixon, Gaffney, Blinka, and Bukovic. And Gaffney pushes it over to Mrazek. Mrazek pushes it to Dixon. Dixon falls down, loses the puck. Gaffney picks it up, throws it behind the net. 9:36 to go. We'll send it in behind the net now, into the corner. Krivo has it there. Mrazek dumped it in deeper. Krivo's going to bring it up the far wall. Going to chip it past Blinka. Bukovic is going to go chase it down, but not before an icing. So we'll see who's got some legs to come out. Looks like Shannon, Clardy, and Warner. As Blinka and Bukovic are going to stay on D. Clardy will step in and take this draw. Krivo wins another one. Send it in behind the net. Battle along the wall. Warner sends it back to Blinka outside the zone. Blinka to Shannon. Shannon fanned on it as it came across the blue line. Turn it over. Blinka fell down, and Bukovic chases it down top of the zone. Bukovic turns it over. Back to Bukovic. She chops it ahead. Comes to Claherty. Claherty down the near wall to Warner. Claherty picks it back up. Back door to Warner, who was tied up, couldn't get it. Warner covers. Shannon turns, shoots on net, saved by the Krivo goalie. As Claherty got decked in front of the net. We're going to get a whistle. Claherty got absolutely decked in front of the net.
That's 10 minutes.
Terrible refereeing here. Steven, Shannon, Warner, McVeigh, and Zivkovic. Zivkovic yelling from the bench. Draw. Stevens knocks it in. McVeigh sends it in. Comes in deeper. Puck loose in front. Krivo chops at it. McVeigh can't hold the point. McVeigh over to Stevens. She can't hold it. Shannon. Shannon throws it in off a Krivo player. In behind the net. Stevens, Warner picks it up. Warner knocks a player down, and of course they're going to call that on Warner. They're going to send it back the other way. McVeigh will touch it up, and there's going to be a penalty on Warner.
Good job, good job.
So we're going to get a face-off here, penalty to Warner. Somehow we still have 5 out there. I'm not sure how we're playing with 5 when we got a penalty. Now we're going to get a too many men penalty, I think. Nah, maybe they're going to let it slide. Scarlatelli takes the draw, comes up the near wall. Gaffney hit it, lost it. Krivo picks it up there. Betzler turns, Scarlatelli turns with it. Here she comes up the ice the other way. As this player behind the play is playing rough. Scarlatelli's going to dance with it through the net zone. Comes in front of the net. Number 20 for Krivo brings it in. They dance with it along the blue line. They come across the zone. Shoot. Goaltender Barber knocks that down and covers it. As we're going to get a face-off here in the near circle. Claherty back on the ice. I wouldn't be surprised to see more rough stuff before the end of this game. As Krivo, Claherty picks it up there. Around she comes. Dances by one player. Comes up the near side. She's flying now. They take the puck off of her. At least it was clean that time. Into the near corner. Oh, Clardy levels that girl. I knew that was coming. She levels her. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. You hate to see it devolve to this. You absolutely hate to see it devolve to this. So you hate to see a game devolve to this. But these referees have not been calling anything. So you don't want to see it get worse from here. McVeigh, Dixon, Bukovich, 5-on-3. So we're going to get a face-off here, 5-on-3. You just don't want to see anybody get hurt at this point. As Bukovich skates it out. Dixon gets knocked over. They dump it in deep. McVeigh behind the net. McVeigh down the near side. Throws it off the side of the net. Puck loose in front. We're going to get another face-off, and it's 6:05. Get the clock back in line. Here comes Stevens, Mrazek, Betzler, Zivkovic, Shannon. Too many. Stevens, Shannon, Betzler, Zivkovic. Stevens will step in for this draw. Stevens knocks it in deeper. Here comes Krivo the other way, 3-on-2. They drop it. Oh, Stevens just leveled a girl. That was incidental that time, but at this point, it all looks ugly. They're talking to her. At this point, it all looks intentional, even though I know that one wasn't. They send it back to neutralize. Here comes Shannon on a breakaway. Shannon shoots. Puck bounces up high, and they clear it back. 5:34 to go. 28 seconds for penalty to Clardy. Zivkovic sends it up. Krivo's going to bring it back the other way. Zivkovic falls down. They come around Betzler, come in off the post into the near corner. Stevens picks it up there. She dances with it up the wall. Krivo throws it in behind the net. 5 seconds to go in the penalty to Clardy. They throw it in front of the net now. Clardy out of the box. As she comes around, they battle behind the net. Goaltender Barber gets some equipment on that. And Clardy comes over, more contact, and this time it's the Krivo player going to go. This is going to get ugly before it gets better. They are all jawing at Clardy. And they're going to throw a Krivo player in the box. This game is getting ugly quickly. You just hope we get out of here without any injuries. So we're going to come down here to the near circle. Clardy, Scarlatelli, Mrazek, Bukovic, and Blinka. Clardy takes the draw. Mrazek throws it off the side of the net. Clardy goes over to scrap for it. Blinka throws it off a Krivo player. They throw it back to the point, Blinka. She throws it in deeper. Goaltender pokes it to the near corner. Try to clear it. Bukovic holds the point, throws it into the center. Clardy can't get a stick on it. Scarlatelli gets a stick on it, shoots. Clardy, empty net, she bangs it in. We'll make it 3-1 with 4:28 to go. And that power play goal. Might be too little, too late though. As Clardy goes out there with Scarlatelli and Mrazek. Zivkovic and McVeigh. We'll see, we'd need to get another quick one here to change the mo. Mrazek chops at it. Clardy ahead, too far for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli gonna chase it down there, not before Krivo picks it up behind the net. Mrazek applies pressure. Clardy skates over, comes out of there with it. Clardy knocks a player down. Puck comes back the other way, McVeigh. Clardy gets dumped again, no call. Scarlatelli dumps a Krivo player. McVeigh puts it in Mrazek's feet. She didn't realize it was there. Clardy picks it up. Clardy dances with it. Clardy loses the puck, falls down. I think she might have dived on that one. And comes back to neutral ice. Zivkovic ahead. Tendy out, 3 minutes to go. Stevens on. And we're going to get a whistle for something here. Offsides. So we're going to go to the far dot. Oh no, we're going to get a Krivo penalty. We're calling some makeup calls here. Tendy Barber goes back to the net. Not sure why. At this point it's 6 on 4. Coach Eric calls a timeout. So we'll go on mute during the timeout. Stevens, Scarlatelli, Shannon, Clardy, Bukovic, Zivkovic. 3:35 to go, empty net, 6 on 4. We need a Stevens snipe here. They're going to put her in the spot. It comes back, they can't get it to her. Bukovic throws it on net, cut off by Krivo. They dribble it back the other way, Bukovic recovers. Zivkovic's going to pick it up, net empty. Got 90 seconds of 6 on 4 hockey. Up to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli loses it, falls down. Clardy skates across, picks it up, loses it, chips it into the zone. Krivo dumps it out. 58 seconds. Bukovic chases it down. Bukovic up to Clardy, too far Shannon. Shannon back to Clardy. Clardy, stick held, dropped it off in the center. Bukovic can't hold, back to neutral ice. Bukovic, not sure what that was, dropped it off. Stevens picks it up. Stevens with a shot, goalie save, 2:26 to go. 19 seconds in the penalty. Comes off stripes in front of the net. And we've got 2:12 to go. to the dot. They're going to come off. They're going to let Warner, Dixon, Mrazek come out with Betzler and Blinka. 2-12. Warner takes the draw. Blinka has to go chase it down. Dixon. Dixon tries to dump it, can't. Player comes out of the box, sends it back the other way with 2 minutes to go. Blinka. Tipped. Betzler. Mrazek. Warner. Sends it in past Dixon. They send it out. They chip it past Blinka. Still loose. Backhand. Goaltender Barber gets a cover on that one. Puck loose behind the net. Scarlatelli. And behind the net. Warner. Warner dumps it up. Back into the near corner. Mrazek. Warner. Warner throws it towards the net. Bouncing puck over to the far corner. Mrazek picks it up. Can't do anything with it. She dives and tries to center. Can't. Blinka picks it up. 55 to go. Krivo clears. Shannon comes out from Mrazek. Back to the near corner, Blinka. Warner, Shannon, Dixon. Blinka brings it out. Krivo dances with it across the top of the zone, 33 seconds to go. Betzler. Betzler loses it at the blue line. Oh no, she iced it. I'm sorry. She iced it. So we'll come back down here. Scarlatelli comes out with Gaffney and Shannon. I think they're just going to let the big girls sit at this point. It's a lost cause. We'll get a face-off here with 27-9 to go near circle. We battle along the near wall. Gaffney sends it up the wall. Scarlatelli comes in. They battle. 13. Shannon coming with it. Too little, too late. In behind the net, 3-2. And that'll be game. So that's the end of the Mrs. Hockey invite for the Penns Elite girls. I'll bring in handshake action. This could get interesting. And then I'm going to go back and look for the video of what happened to Clardy in front of the net. I'm sure I got it on camera, but I can't do that while I'm streaming. Bring in the handshake action, and then we'll go back to the hotel.